You're listening to I'm Telling You. You're listening to I'm Telling You.
Hey fam, welcome back to another episode of I'm Telling You.
I'm telling you.
Easy there, Ethel.
Hey.
As always, your amazing antics-filled host, Philly D.
Mr. Gemini.
Clickety clack, I fact check on Miss JD.
And as always, we ask you to continue that conversation. Hit us up. If you want to get all three of us, you can hit us at ITY at directionsinmusic.org or individually.
GEMINI at directionsandmusic.org.
Dude, you almost had the head tilt like you were in a Vince Vega that was like GEMINI, directionsandmusic.org. I felt it. I felt you wanted to do it, didn't you?
We got to do that one time. Change it up.
Hey, that's on you, homie. That's on you. But yeah, Philly
like
D.
The late night jazz thing.
Yeah, do the late night jazz. This is 107.9. But yeah, Philly D, PHILLYD at directionsmusic.org. Yeah, you can hit us up individually or all together. First time listeners, 30-year friendship, all raw, organic nature or, conversations with the fact checker. So it keeps us, honest and real.
All raw.
Yeah, raw, I'm going to give it to you. With no trivia. Yeah.
Cocaine straight from Bolivia. Yeah.
Exactly. Plus Wu-Tang, we do dad jokes, movie
My
quotes.
hip talk will rock and shock the nation.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes we'll go off on Beastie Boys, Wu-Tang, whatever else. Sometimes we'll have guests in the house, which, speaking of which.
How you guys doing? Reese in the house with these guys. Like, I was trying to be quiet while you did the intros, but it was hard when you were doing the Wu-Tang.
It's what happens here. That's what happens.
I'm trying to respect the house because, I'm a guest here.
See, that's the thing about the people we bring into, like, what we do. Like, respect the house, man. One, read the room, but two, not only to read it, but do something about it and just, like, feel appropriate. Make sure you're like, hey, I'm not trying to overextend. I'll just, I'm appreciating the welcome.
It was hard, though. I just mouthed it in my mouth, and if you got the video, you probably see me doing this.
Yeah, I know, right, dude? Where's Jimmy when we need him? Get some video on this.
Raekwon the chef.
Ghostface Killer! Yeah, but see, here's the thing, dude. Like, for real. All right, so when Wu-Tang split...
In the back, Killer Bees on the tech.
But think about this. When Wu split, and not like split up, but like started doing their solo projects. So coming off Wu-Tang, you had GZA, who was the genius. He did his genius, came away from the label, got with RZA, did the Wu-Tang thing, and then became GZA the genius.
Because the Wu-Tang, they formed like Voltron. And then just happened to be the head.
Exactly. And that's the thing is then RZA does his thing and Meth does his thing, ODB, Ghostface Killers. You get like Gravediggers, like every single side project that came out of Wu-Tang. I don't care if it's your style or not. That shit was well produced. It was a banger no matter what. Even if you're just, normally I wouldn't be into this, yet you're still like nodding your head or like tapping your foot.
But the best part about like it came out raw because that's just what it was. But at the same time, it's like, yo, they're doing their own thing.
Hard.
Like, so you got to respect that,
Because, they literally changed the game. You went from, so normally it
wasn't like some dummy making pause button tapes trying to rap over that shit. Like,
but yeah, so in the music industry and specifically the rap industry, typical was you get a solo artist make his shit, his or her, and then they bring their crew up. Dude, RZA was just like, fuck that. All of us raise a ruckus, literally, and change the game.
I love that show, though.
It's kind of like, it took me back to like before, like R&B, like Earth, Wind, and Fire. I used to like look at the album covers, and I'd be like, yo, it's 20 people in the group. Like how do you even do that?
That's nuts,
like, how do you even split that check, though? Like, that was the thing to me. It was like, it was so many. And especially with rap. It's just like,
there's so many.
Yes.
But so, and most cats don't even know this, but like Kool and the Gang and shit, when they came together, they were basically...
They were a family, man.
Well, no.
It was like carnies.
No, dude. So they were put together...
Ring toss, like, for your house. Like.
They were put together the same as like the Monkees or fucking, Big Time Rush and shit. They were assembled. There was a producer that was just like, hey, yo, you got this, you got that. They took some rhymes, had this and stuff. They're like, yo, we got the music, we got the, but dude, that's what it was.
Shit.
Big Time Rush was a literal Monkees twist.
Freaking Bee Gees, man.
Dude, I say what you want, man. The Bee Gees are dope.
There was at the time, like what's with the high pitched voice though?
But that's because it was disco.
That was the thing.
Dude, disco was the punk alternative for mainstream. Think about it. You were playing something that was completely different than you were used to, had vocals that were completely different you were used to, yet you still wanted to go along with it. But it was more presentable. Like you could sell disco. You ain't selling punk. We got safety pins and fucking mohawks. Nah, that shit ain't happening. But like, no, we got designer suits and dancing on a lit up floor. But like, shit, I'm in. Yeah, no, that's not.
Hip hop definitely made up for disco.
But that's exactly what that was.
It was a battle at first.
So hip hop was coming out of the disco era, same as punk was coming out of the disco era. Those were the two different versions. They still had that whole drum and bass, raw nature, tell you what it is, fight the power kind of shit, unite your community kind of stuff.
Right.
However, on two different sides of the, I mean, it's just, that's all it was. Same shit, different side.
True.
Sorry,
it's like
didn't mean to drop some knowledge and break the room on that
right?
shit. Well, my bad. I thought we all knew this.
I was like, I didn't think I was coming to learn anything. Shit.
Like some testifying. Right. I feel like I should stand back up again.
I didn't bring my noting pads.
But that was the cool thing about Beastie Boys is because they were kind of coming out of, the different boroughs doing more like punk kind of blues, jazz stuff. And it was like, that's not mainstream enough. Yeah, but it wasn't, you couldn't sell it.
Right.
So when it's like, hey, you guys are already doing this, what if we just kind of modify the music a little bit and now all of a sudden change the tempo and it's like, blow, now you got fucking rap music. And they started to open up for all the Def Jam acts, because they were sellable. And that's why Def Jam got behind them, dude. Rick Rubin,
they had that back and forth though. I mean, that's what
exactly.
That's how you knew. It was like, oh, this is the new Beastie Boys, John. Like,
no shit.
Like it was very marketable. It was very like identifiable. It was.
Hey, dude, I remember picking up Check Your Head and I pop in the freaking cassette. Yes, I bought it as a cassette.
Fat Five Freddy.
Dude, Dr. Dre.
No. The Furious Five, man.
No, what are you exactly a doctor of? But yeah, I mean, and that's the cool thing about like Def Jams. This is why, so even growing up West Coast shit, where it's like Eazy-E, Too Short, NWA, all that kind of stuff, the DOC, the Diggy Diggy Doc, y'all, like all that good shit. I'm also still getting, East Coast, which would technically from south to north is going to be 2 Live Crew. But then also you're getting like Curtis Blow, Run DMC, and the Beastie Boys. And that was the shit that was getting played on the radio. Mm-hmm. So you're not catching fucking Eazy-E or NWA or none of them cats. Even in the West Coast, they wouldn't play them on the radio because they were too aggressive.
Yeah.
But 2 Live Crew and, LL Cool J at that point, like all that stuff was playable.
LL,
oh man.
LL's one of, I don't want to say he don't get enough credit because anybody that knows LL, but
ladies love Cool J, baby. Come on.
He's one of my favorites.
Actor, performer. I mean, he's dope all around.
All way around.
But he's also one of those people when you watch any of his interviews, he's got great energy.
Yeah.
Like this like raw, honest smile. You can just feel his sincerity. You're just like, this is a dope motherfucker. I love this guy.
He's happy.
Yeah, man.
He's been rich since he was 16.
No shit. Yo, you know how LL got like discovered? We've talked about this on the show before. So Beastie Boys are signed doing shit with Def Jam and Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin with Def Jam at that point in time was literally working out of his dorm room for college.
Did you tell me this? Or I heard this.
I think I may have like it.
Yeah.
So freaking, Ad Rock is at Rick Rubin's dorm room in NYU or whatever, in New York, one of the colleges in New York doing his shit. And he just keeps getting these, voice messages or, what do they call them back in the day? They're like, now we call them voicemails and shit. Answer machine message. You check the answer machine. You have 3 messages. And he'd be like, every single time he pop on, there'd just be LL doing his thing. Ad Rock just goes to like Rick and he's just like, bro, get your head out of your ass and listen to this. He's dope. As soon as they sign him, man, he took the fuck off.
Yeah. I love LL. Like,
hey, Chuck.
How did you? Yeah. Your cousin Bear. It's Mom. It's your cousin. Remember that sound you looking for? Listen to this.
Right.
Don't worry, your kids are gonna love it. Yeah, dude, we movie quote the shit out of the show.
I've seen that movie.
But dude, I mean, Back to the Future,
I've
not
seen
even
that
from
one.
like written production is enjoyable, but it also
85.
in like 87 and then 80. I don't know,
Yep.
but logically, the things they talk about actually make sense. Like it's a well done enough production where it's like they did their homework. Okay. And
Right.
it still holds up.
I still want to know what a flux capacitor does.
I still want my goddamn hoverboard.
For real.
I'm bitter about this.
No,
Well, they have that
I
one
want my fucking my Mad Dog or whatever the fuck like that
they
shit
made
that comes
the-
out the
They
suitcase.
made the Nike Mags. Like they got.
And that's not good
everything,
enough.
like-
Not good enough. I want my hoverboard.
Yeah.
I want like little
What's
jet
the price
rockets.
tag on those, by the way?
I don't give a shit what it
Oh
costs.
yeah, they're like.
'Cause you can't.
I want my rockets to
They
go
do
over
exist.
water.
Like
but
10 G's.
They're like,
easy.
buy them and put them behind a glass
Easy.
case, kind of
Easy, right?
like wear them.
Put that shit in saran wrap and put it in the corner. It's still in its package.
Yeah, right.
I wear them on the carpet for like 1 hour a week.
No, you literally like vacuum seal the entire box with like the paper. It's still got the original
No,
shoe paper.
It sits in a glass case that's controlled
Hermetically.
like a humidor.
Right? Nah, it's
like a humidor.
I was like, what is this? The humidor.
Humidor.
Ooh,
Is this the Louvre or
yes.
something?
Right?
Patent pending, people.
No,
Write that shit down.
Just edit that out so no one can hear
I
it.
see.
Like, don't tell
See,
nobody.
that's the problem here, though, is we don't edit what we do. Oh.
And I'm always making
someone's
stuff
gonna
up.
come up with it tomorrow, and it was like, oh, we just said that shit.
Yeah, but hey, so it's been it's been logged. There's a time frame stamp on this. I'm just saying, if we get into
Seriously.
court,
I mean, I'm a mobile notary, so we can.
I just we're gonna sign up
notarize
here.
this.
For real?
The
Wow.
now
Try it,
versus
yeah.
the then now. You see, that's the whole thing about this.
Don't
There's a
worry
delay.
about it.
No matter what happens, there's at least there's enough of a delay. We got this.
But that's a good one though. The humidor, I like. That.
Nice.
I like
The
that.
humidor, yeah.
'Cause the shoe game is crazy now.
I'm always coming up with
Dude.
something.
It's crazy.
Yo, last time I was in Philly, I'm hanging out with my one girl. She had just moved into like the garden area and shit, right? And so she's doing her thing. We're like, she's like, so we're like just cruising around the strip, checking shit out. She's like, yo, I need some new kicks. I was like, all right, cool. And we go to this. I tell you what, man, they sure as shit looked real. But the store felt like, you know what I mean? Like these, this was, no. This is, them shits either fell off a truck or somebody made them in the back alley. I don't know what, but they look good as shit.
Yeah.
But that's not quite the right price.
What kind of shoes were they?
Dude, it was everything. We
Yeah.
do all the new Jordans. I was just like, dude, you know what? Like,
yeah.
they got too much hot shit just sitting around right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not.
You gotta
This-
look closely at them. Like,
Dude, that's what I'm saying. It was just enough off where I'm like,
Like
you
the
know,
knockoffs?
I'm not buying this.
like, oh, that Jordan got a butt crack. It's not legit.
But that's what I'm saying though. It's like, dude, they could have fell off a truck, air quotes, or made in the back alley, back room, upstairs. They got basement. I don't get
feel
whatever.
like-
I feel like there was just enough off where it's just like, I'm not buying them. No, we good. She's like, nah, I'm gonna have to. It's like,
Something
you got a
just-
size 5? Oh, I'll have to look in the back. Yeah, they always said they gotta look in the
Something
back.
just ain't right with that boy.
Yeah, right.
You're like, oh, you know what? I tell you what, I'm gonna take another look. Let me see what all of a sudden. We got a size 5.
They
Jeez,
just, they
how
just,
did
they
where?
just
did-
made 'em.
I know, right? It's just, it took 20 minutes to do a double check. What's going on here? Yeah,
Nah, I hear you on that.
I don't know. I feel like something was different.
Right.
Well, it's like when you walk into the right store and it's just like, all right, this ain't a corner store. This a bodega. There's the difference. Corner store's got pretty much everything you need. Bodega's got the shit you want. You know what I mean? Like that's the difference.
Say it with me.
Yeah, bodega. Hey, black ass, why didn't you show me your?
You always tell because they got like two of everything on this shelf. And
Yeah,
it's
the
like- it's
bread
not
is
a
like way
stack
out of date.
Nah, you're right.
The fucking milk is like, no. It's why is it written in Russian?
No,
What kind of shit is
you
this?
don't buy that. You buy from back here. What do you want?
Yeah, no. Go to the counter. All the way in the back. All the way in the back.
You don't pick stuff off.
And then
the
show
aisle.
him your ass.
100%.
Dude, oh my God. Dude, I fucking love the shit out of Dave Chappelle, man. I can't say it enough. Dude, we talk a lot about
The
it. Like
spot I
Dude.
used to go to had,
Oh,
some,
you're right.
had some bang in the Chinese store in the corner, had the bangingest chicken wings. Like just regular like wings. Like they were
Yeah.
like light breaded, deep fried.
I've had Chinese store chicken wings before. Like
he's like, dude, do I
big,
look
right?
like? I don't know what you're talking about, right?
They're so big, you almost wonder if it's like a piece of the cat or something like that.
Hey, now you're asking too many questions.
Don't look in the back.
Yeah, no, it's just delicious.
But they were
But
good.
see, yo, I'll tell you, but here's the truth is when you get out in the suburbs and you get that one restaurant where you can walk into the front door and it's longer than it is wider and you can see into the kitchen, yo, that food's probably gonna be dominant. Like, that's gonna be good ass shit. Cause dude, I mean, all that like inner city shit, that's all you could ever afford. And that food is always bomb. Typical like suburban stuff is like, it's for the masses. And it's just like, it's not seasoned well enough, or you know what I mean? Like there's something about it that's like,
I would come home
the portions
with a whole
are
bag
off, or
of these things, and I would like, you ask them to double bag it, you shove a bunch of napkins in it, and you curl it up real tight, and you like lean it a certain way on the seat and put stuff in front of it so it's not going to move. Like you get that home and it's still piping hot, man.
it's still cooking all the bacteria out of it.
Tear them Johns up.
Nah, it's not bacteria, it's seasoning.
I don't.
Well, that's what the hot
yo,
sauce
you
is
got
for.
it. So people at home can't see. He air quoted seasoning.
The hot sauce is
More than
kill all
once,
that.
in fact. Not he did it twice.
Oh, I forgot we're not.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, right. That's well. Because some people will get like, but for the most part, yeah, this is only audio.
Sorry,
Working on that shit though.
I have a face for audio, so
I got a face for radio, baby. That's what you're doing.
just let you know, for all the ladies, I look just as sexy as I sound.
ITY, directionstomusic.org. We will get this man's information to you.
I gotta do my midnight love voice. Like,
That's
I
what
used to talk,
1079. This is smooth jazz. Come on.
I used to talk to girls in high school and be like, after 11:30, the voice changed. I'm like, so yeah, girl. But like, yo, did you do that English homework? No. What's answer number one? Hey, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yo, you know the comedian Corey Holcomb?
Yes.
You ever see his thing where he talks about like how a typical man has his 5 girls and he goes through each level of what like 5 through 1 is?
I don't know. I'm a one man woman, so
It doesn't mean you didn't like.
No, I don't even.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I don't even like research any of that stuff.
Yeah,
like
redacted.
that,
Can we black this out?
Like, what type of podcast is this? Though, like, let me call my Uber. I'm out of here.
But yeah, so one of his things is he's talking about like when he calls up each different girl, it's at a different time of night, as well as what he says and how he says it. So you go from like the first one, it's like, like 2:00 in the afternoon, but hey girl, what you doing later? You gonna be working? You gonna be too busy? Well, I was just gonna see if we could do something. Like he's babe, I was thinking about you. It's Friday night. I wanted it. But you busy. I get it. It's all right. So then he calls up like number 2, and it's just like, hey girl, we know, and it's just like, oh yeah, no, you and the girl. All right, you need anything? Nah, you all right, cool. But you do you, baby.
Like a whole different.
Oh yeah, and then we get to like number 3, and it's just like, what you doing? But then you get all the way to like number 5. It's like 3:00 in the morning. You just hear, it's cold, baby. You open up that door right now. He's just standing at the door, just like waiting for it. But that's just like the level of what you get at. You know what I mean?
Nah, shoot. At that time, I was struggling to get one girl, let alone 5. Though,
I'll tell you, dude, in the day of beepers, no, for real, in the day of beepers, it was easier to manage a multi-lady stable kind of a thing. Because then you could have like, dude, it's just, dude, I didn't have a phone I could get to. Because you got to wait for I was out in the middle of nowhere. They ain't got no phones out there. I couldn't, shit, I didn't even get the page till like 2 hours ago.
I didn't have any of those issues. Like I wasn't as tall. I wasn't as handsome. My mustache wasn't in. Had a job at Burger King. So whatever I got, I was happy to get whatever I got.
I'm like too short.
Yeah.
I do Too Short's a player, baby. I'm just saying.
After my mustache grew in, though, it was a wrap,
Dude, are you trying to tell me it just grows in like all white trashy like that? I don't know what you said right there, but yeah, that's what it does.
It just popped in, so.
Dude, I didn't get my beard until I was like 35.
Yo, me too. Like I had the mustache.
I ain't even had 10 years yet with a full size beard.
I had the mustache and I had the little right here on his chin.
No, I had like white trash skim spots on the sides of the dude.
It didn't connect.
It looked like I always wanted to have a goatee, but I just couldn't commit.
Then I was like 30, like the whole thing started coming in. So
But see, that's why I could do with Fu Manchu, because it was like, it would just perfectly form. And I was like, oh, it already had the line. I just had to like follow it down.
The whole thing, but it's left from the top of my head.
Dude, I feel you.
I feel you. My chin, so.
Yeah, bald is beautiful, baby. Which I said too, I'm not bald yet. I'm balding. I'm still in the process. Like, I still have some left to go. So it's like, you know what I mean?
I'm in a club with you, man. You got this Jason Statham thing going on.
See, I get a lot of that in like Goldberg and shit. Be like, that motherfucker's like 6'7" or some shit.
Yeah, right.
Dude, apparently he's got an anaconda for a cock. Like, I mean, I'm handling, but dude, I ain't.
They don't need to know all that. Just take it.
Oh, dude, I mean, hey, I ain't got no need to brag or talk about none, but still, like,
by the time they figure it out, it's too late.
Dude, I mean, honestly, I felt like if I was on that level, I'd just be scaring ladies, and I'm not trying to do that. You know what I mean?
I said the same thing.
If you take it out and it hits the floor, they're like, oh my God, it's not a good thing, probably.
No.
I mean, there's probably one or two where they're like, holy crap, I found oh my dear Lord Jesus, But no.
You don't want to mess with them. Like,
yeah, no, I'm good. I don't carry 2x4s with me, so I'm straight. That's an old Navy joke for you right there. That tells you how I was raised. Yeah, well, we had dirty jokes at my dinner table.
Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm trying to behave.
I mean, this is a safe space. This is where everybody's welcome.
That's how we try to keep it. I don't know.
Right?
What you mean try?
I mean, that's how we keep it.
I mean, I feel welcome.
Yeah, ain't no try. There's only do.
Welcome, man.
You seen Yoda? You know what he's about. Play that shit, dude. You saw Miyagi. Karate do, karate don't. Karate guess so. We ain't karate guess so.
Right?
Ain't no squished like grape.
Just seeing parallel between Miyagi and Yoda now.
I mean, a little bit of the same. A little bit. Wait, we talking about Yogi Berra? Because that was a dirty motherfucker. That was a dude.
No,
him and Babe Ruth. I'm just saying.
Yoda and Miyagi. Similarities.
Hey,
maybe.
Boo-Boo. Let's get some business. That's the shit we're on.
Yeah,
fucking Hanna-Barbera over here.
Right?
Hey, Boo-Boo.
Yeah, where's the fucking Ranger at? We don't need no static right now.
Oh, Yogi, I don't think the Ranger will like that.
I'm like, man, fuck the Ranger.
I know Boo-Boo's a little bitch. He's only yay high. He's got a fucking bow tie. He's like, excuse me. He might as well like push his fucking Poindexter glasses up. Right. The mathematical data supports this is an improbable outcome. We should just walk away. Shut up, nerd. Right. Give me that fucking sandwich.
Yeah, right.
Due to empirical evidence.
I smell peach cobbler, motherfucker. Go get that.
Fuck you, Boo-Boo. Like, sound like a bitch.
Oh my God.
Boo-Boo the bitch. Yeah.
I know. I never thought I'd come to a day where I would talk shit on Boo-Boo the bear.
Seriously, man.
Not because you don't see it when you're younger though.
Yeah, I know, right?
You're older and you start to see those cartoons again. You be like, yo, Boo-Boo was on some shit though. Like I ain't messing with him, man.
Yeah, right.
Bear gotta eat.
Like, I'm hungry. Like, we talk about Boo-Boo. Like,
there's a picnic basket.
Yeah.
Bears gotta eat. That shit was fucking funny.
Bears gotta eat.
Yogi knew what he was talking about.
Yeah, I know, right, man? Dude, he was always coming across the finest dames. He was always tricking the smartest guy in the area that was sent to protect shit. Dude, he was on lock, man. Yogi's OG.
He was too cool, man.
I'm just saying.
He was ahead of
Yogi don't get enough respect.
He don't.
Like Sinatra or something like that. Just kind of came out that way,
That's how, man, because he didn't just have like the bow tie. He had the collar.
But the white
and the bow tie. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
yeah, because I mean, Boo-Boo was just like, oh, I got a bow tie. He's like Fozzie the fucking bear over here. He's like, look, fucking Yogi's strutting in. He's just like, this is Gucci, motherfucker. Go give me my basket.
100%. I love it. Like,
yeah, he had like the walking hat or the fedora or whatever it was.
Pretty much, yeah. Like the newsy kind of shit.
No, it was like it was like with a brim all the way around,
A bowler hat?
No.
Was it?
No, bowler hat. The dogs used to wear the bowler hats.
No, it was more either a fedora or like a walking hat.
Like a full brim all the way around.
All the way around.
Dude, fact checker.
I was going to say, we have a fact checker, right?
That's true. We should check up on
I think we did have a fact checker.
What kind of hat? Oh, my goodness.
That happens sometimes.
We're just downright boring.
I know. Miss JD.
We're talking about
Miss JD.
Miss JD.
Nah, she's not.
Yeah, she's straight. You ain't getting nothing out of her right now. Park the car in the Harvard yard.
Oh my God.
Done. Yeah, no. All right, what? Fuck it.
Are you making fun of me?
This ship's coming off rails now.
Like, this is why I wish we had the video because she's like,
yeah.
done.
This is so the first time.
You're
First
slapping
time
yourself after this, like, no, I'm not gonna fall asleep.
the first time this happened, we get to the end of the show and we all sign off. She's Miss Jade. Like, dude, you can tell she's got sleepy voice.
oh nah. Yeah.
We get done with the wrap up and we're talking. I'm just like, yeah, no, I didn't. No, I wasn't. But like 30 minutes in, you were out. I was like, I guarantee you're gonna re-listen to this episode. And you're gonna be like, oh shit, I was asleep as a mother.
No, when she re-listens it, she can listen to my narration. Like she's.
But that's the thing, like,
We got a play-by-play
we're
commentary
in her head
from the,
right now
Nine.
talking.
I know, she's probably having the craziest fucking
having a weird
Inception
dream.
dreams right now.
Oh,
You're right.
JD.
Yo,
Inception's that shit.
Dude, Inception as a concept, dope, but as a soundtrack, yo, that's a dope movie to listen to.
You know they stole Inception from a freaking Disney comic.
What's that?
It was a comic about with Mr. Scrooge McDuck.
Okay.
And you know how he got all his money hidden?
He swims in a pile of money and gold coins.
So the robbers, they came up with a contraption to go in his dreams so they can find a combination to his safe.
Oh shit!
I swear to you, if our fact
I
checker
do. I
wasn't-
believe this.
If
Yeah,
our
I
fact
believe
checker
this.
wasn't asleep, she could,
I don't.
she could like be like, yo, he know what he's talking about.
She gonna feel
about-
real bad about
Like
this.
I
in a
said,
hot
What about
minute.
look,
I swear
look.
to it.
Dreamscape.
What's Dreamscape?
You remember Dreamscape?
Reminder.
Who was in that?
Fact check.
Yeah, we can look that
so
up.
dependent on our
But we have
fact
to do it
checker.
ourselves. Like I got my phone right here. I could probably look it up. But no, Dreamscape was the thing where like this guy was basically going around murdering people because if he can kill you in your dream, then you die in reality. Like you have a heart attack
Sound
or whatever.
like
Like
Freddy
you feel like
I
it's
was gonna say
real.
that's Freddy Krueger. I think you're talking about the
No.
wrong movie right now.
No, because this dude could.
Oh, you don't have no knives.
He was in your, he would get in your head, so he'd figure out what your fear was.
Yo, he was
So if you were
scary
scared
enough.
of sharks, he'd turn himself into a giant shark
It's
head
Freddy
monster. and, like,
Krueger.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's
the
before
shark
that.
would have knives. It'd have like one fin was just like coming
like,
at you with like.
it predates that. If we could look up the date. Wait, hold
Oh,
We
why you
could,
gotta be all
but we-
indignant about that, dude? She works for High Fives and she works hard for them,
She's gonna,
Johns.
she's gonna hear this.
She
She's
works
tired.
hard for
I know
the
she's
money.
gonna hate us for all this. But she'd be like, "You were talking
I'm just
so
playing.
much." Yo, because anytime one of us would like leave the room, it's just like secretly like, "So did you know what he did last night? Oh my god!"
The rudest mother.
But yeah, none of it's intentional or actual, really real.
No, and yeah.
Nah.
On occasion it is
But
though,
this is
only
the
because it's funny.
It's all love. Like as long as it's funny is
Well, see, that's why I say like, all right, so when I do trivia, one of my rules is no shouting out answers unless it's completely
hilarious.
wrong and hilarious. Yo, because dude, if you're talking about like, you know, Jim Carrey or Will Ferrell or some like shit like that, and all of a sudden you're just like John McClane, be like, that was a funny visual.
Gotcha.
I appreciate that
Beautiful
joke.
for
That's
that.
fucking wrong.
Sigourney
but-
Weaver.
Hey, right? Exactly. I said, oh,
It just seems like a good answer. I don't know.
it could be. It could be. I don't know, man. I mean,
Kate Blanchett. I don't
I'm
know.
not here to judge.
Kelly
I'm just
Clarkson.
saying.
Kelly
Clarkson.
Dude, that was. I think that was one of those scenes too, where
Dude, especially if the answer
Like-
was like Robin Williams. You're like Kelly Clarkson. Like,
didn't they
that was
actually
fun.
do that shit in the scene, and that was like an actual experience, and that's what he.
Oh, it wasn't
His
in the
reaction
script.
was-
Yeah, it wasn't in the script. Yeah. When they were waxing them.
Yeah.
They were,
was
when
like-
What, 40-year-old version?
yeah, when they were waxing
The
them.
shit that
it,
he
Mommy
wasn't,
said caca.
it wasn't scripted. They would.
Oh, yeah, no, they literally did that to him.
Yeah.
Yes, dude, Steve Carell, committed. Speaking of committed, Ed Helms in Hangover, when he pulls his tooth out,
Yeah.
that's actually a real fake tooth. And they found out about this and they wrote that shit into the script. They were just like, all right, here's the deal, Ed. What we're going to need you to do here, I want you to pull your tooth out. He's like, I fucking love it. This is great. Yeah, I'm all for it. He literally pulled his tooth out, did the scene, so they didn't CGI that shit at all. That's literally him with his fake tooth pulled out. Ed Helms. Dude is dope. I don't give a shit what nobody
Well,
says.
went in there with a pair of pliers and literally pulled. a
No.
real
It was,
fake tooth out.
I don't, lacrosse or hockey. I want to say it was a sports related incident, if I recall the
No,
story
but
correctly.
In the movie, he actually.
Oh, in the movie, yeah,
he
no,
did
that
it on a
motherfucker, yeah,
dare.
it's from Crescent shit. And it was just like, yeah, I challenged you as a dentist, and you're like, you can't pull out your own tooth, and you were like, watch me, and you
Like, I'm a doctor. You're not a doctor.
Hit me with the Soldier Boy. He was like, John, it's John. Our fact checker is definitely.
Every time I hear that, dude, I just think of that one freaking like hit a hole like a Superman. It's just like, oh no, that's not. You can't do that.
No,
they're doing that shit on the subway and stuff, and they're like Superman that hoe. You're like, no, you don't Superman that hoe on a subway. That's not appropriate.
I've seen videos.
I know I've seen video. this is a thing. We're aware.
It happens.
I'm just saying.
It happens.
I feel like.
But I've said too much.
I just.
Already, like.
I want to get into flash mob stuff and all kinds of weird.
No.
You come here often? Yeah, get her another vodka tonic. Yeah, boots and pants. Oh,
get a glow stick.
Dude, I said,
it's the glow sticks.
Dude, I always say, like, somebody have glow sticks? You want some hard style?
Remember you said those lights. They were like key rings. Remember those?
No, I didn't actually go raving.
I've never been to a rave.
No. Well, I've been.
I mean, I was outside of raves for
I have
business
been to
purposes. However, never went inside one.
I've never been to one.
An outdoor rave that was awesome.
Do you know?
But I have been to one.
Bro, saving grace. I so love raving. The doctor just goes like, "What's going? It's a rave." I do love raving. Like, oh shit. Who else were you expecting? Your gardener? It's just like,
Actually,
no, we're good. This is everybody. We're all here.
but you're Scottish.
Dude, you know what? I mean, like, there's so many great scenes in that movie, and still to this day, that is like my absolute favorite scene when the two of them are getting high on the beach. She gets like 3 hits deep or some shit, and all of a sudden it just sets in. She just starts laughing at freaking Colin Ferguson or whatever.
Yeah, and then says the most racist shit.
And she's just like, "Yo, Scottish, and he thinks it's the hilarious, because it's not the joke. It's just the fact that he realizes she's now bombed and she has no clue.
Right.
He's just, yeah, you're cut off. I'm going to finish this for both of us.
Are you hungry?
I haven't thought of ravenous. Dude, the shit they say in the, I mean, dude, for real. Would you like some cornflakes? Dude, the shit they say and how they say it, that movie is freaking hilarious. Yeah, if you haven't seen Saving Grace, t-shirt.
So I have my t-shirt.
Trevethan.
It's Trevethan.
Trevethan tea.
Cheers to that.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna need another beer soon. Just saying.
I know. I'm like, you can see my beer pile is like going up. Like,
well, dude, this is like Revenge of the Nerds pile going on right here. Just waiting for somebody to like bump into it. So if you were, I would say 16 Candles, but I figure you're a Revenge of the Nerds guy, so you probably have seen that shit.
I've definitely seen Revenge of the Nerds.
So that's like a frat style kind of stacking kind of, yeah. So yeah,
make like
16 Candles, it's so much better. Well, yeah, because a freaking Michael Anthony Hall bumps into this statue of frat beers. So, you know, seniors that are getting ready to go to college and they're just drinking their faces off. Basically, it's the defensive line of the high school. So it's the 3 biggest dudes wearing overalls and just like a don't fuck with me kind of face on them.
Smashing cans on their head. And
he's just like, boom, knocks into it. He's like, sorry. Right. It just like slinks off to the side. Like, no, you about to get,
it's on my list though. Like the next time I'd see you, I would have watched 16 Candles.
This isn't where I'd park my car.
Like I promise
Euro trip.
See, excuse me.
Dude, the 2 favorite from that is, actually, all right, 3. The 3 favorites. One is, here's a fun fact. You made out with your sister.
I think he said you kissed your sister.
No, you made out with your sister.
If we had a fact checker,
bro,
we don't have a
73% of the time, you made out with your sister. Check me on it, 100%.
Word.
Rock and roll.
See, now the 2000 movies, I was more aware of myself, so I've seen all of those classics. I just got to go back a couple of 80s ones that I missed.
But see, 2000s, I can't see classics yet. I mean, so if it was like 2000 to maybe 05.
That was 22 years ago.
Story.
But that's what I'm saying. So like 2000 to 05, that's like 20-ish years, dude.
No,
that's 86 or some
those.
shit.
Yeah. Those are like,
that's David Bowie, bitch. We talking, come on.
That's what I'm saying. That's some good 80s stuff right there.
You know, I've seen all that.
Well, Dave.
Seen all that.
Power of the Babe.
Muppets Take Manhattan. Like,
Yo, Muppets, dude.
seen all that, man.
I'm Phil. I'm Will. I'm Bill, dude. As a Phil, people would just be like, "Hey," I'd be like, "Yes, I've seen fucking Muppets Take Man." Yeah, that's like Ned Ryerson. Yeah, fuck you,
Phil?
I know about this shit.
Ned the head.
Yeah, just walk away. It's better for both. Just walk.
Missed you so much.
He fucking goes and gives him that hug.
The one that never lets go.
Yeah. Groundhog's Day, Bill Murray.
100%. Like, all that.
Well, you weren't chiming in, so I was just like,
was-
is this another one we got to introduce?
No, because
You know about the big BM over here?
At that time, I was old and I was going to the movies. So, like, you know, the late 80s, 90s stuff. Like
Ghostbusters.
100%. Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Ghostbusters was my first ever in theater movie.
You know?
Spaceballs was my second. Yeah,
See,
I go from fucking Bill Murray to Mel Brooks. You know what I'm saying? Like Ivan
But I
Reitman
remember
and all that shit.
Ghostbusters too.
Dude, Ghostbusters 2 was a good ass
And
movie.
then, well, for me, it made it better because Bobby Brown was in it.
Yeah, right.
Like,
And on the soundtrack. Oh, he played his cards very well in that.
so if you ever see me at karaoke,
If you see me at karaoke,
I'm doing Bobby Brown or
control.
Usher, like 100%.
oh
you
my
know.
God.
100%. Like, I swear to you.
Yeah.
It's the same way. It's the same way how I felt with the Wu-Tang when you
It's
doing
my
the Wu-Tang.
provocative. I'm sorry. That shit just popped.
If you would do that with Bobby Brown, like it takes everything for me not to chime in and start singing Bobby Brown songs.
Gonna have to take
Don't
control.
do it. Got it. Like, I don't want to do it.
Oh my God.
I swear to you.
Yo, no, when they get the Statue of Liberty to start walking.
Yes.
Right.
Because they're playing their music on the loud system inside.
Yes.
Granted, there's no electricity because you're mobile. However, the juice that they're carrying, the love that's in the music, you know what I mean? Like in the music, the
100%.
love.
Classic.
The
Like,
monkeys, they don't have to do it.
They don't bang a boop. They look at the eye, they touch of the hand. But yeah, no, for real, dude. Ghostbusters 2, definitely an unrated sequel. Which is, this is why I like the third one. The third one was an extension of the overall story.
The Afterlife.
Yeah,
I
Afterlife.
just watched that,
Okay.
and I liked it. I did. I enjoyed it.
There's
But,
certain things though, like
I liked it
Caddyshack,
for-
the original.
You see,
always,
you can't.
No, I'm gonna tell you here. All right, Caddyshack 2. Dan Aykroyd, Caddyshack 2 as the special ops guy that's in the taco truck, where he's just like, no, from here on out, I will refer to you as Mrs. Esterhaus. And he's just like, you need to order something. And he's just like sharpening his fucking Bowie knife for war. He's like, oh, I'll have a number. No, I think you'll have a number 3. Oh, Theo. And dude, that character alone fucking sold
maybe that was a bad
Caddyshack
example,
2.
but I'm just saying, like,
No, I have
one
a
of-
personal
in general,
feeling.
it's
I
like-
love me some Dan
it's like when you
Aykroyd.
make a sequel, it's like, how
it's
do
one
you-
of the better sequels. But we
Right.
had this conversation earlier. We were talking about sequels because I swear they try to take what made the first movie good. and
Oh,
they
yeah,
try to
right.
just-
like, I
Put
mean,
it in
good
the
example,
second
House
movie.
Party.
You were talking
Like,
about Friday the next Friday.
Yes,
House
yes.
Party was a good series, but really the first one stood out for me because
Yes.
No,
It's
House
what
Party was
started it
dope
all.
because they did that dance where they do with their foots and
that
shit.
was one of
I'm
the.
just saying.
That yeah,
No, but even the
I
story,
just-
like you,
b-boying, man.
you can
as I'm
you can
doing the
relate to
dance.
story, but like, oh, my parents are out of town, having this party, everybody come over, people come over, fuck your
gets out of
house
hand,
up,
yeah.
and blah 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 blah. Now part 2, which I still like though, but it's like, all right, you're in school up, like you're not going to overtake the chow hall at the college campus. Maybe I'm thinking
Yo,
too
college
deep.
campus party just makes me think of like How High when they come walking out and they're just like, man, that party was out of control. He's like, nah, it was all right. And then you see the donkey with the dude in the yard. He's like, yeah, it did get a little out of hand.
How High classic, and then they made the How High 2.
Bullshit. Fuck that.
No,
I ain't watching it. I ain't watching it.
No. Remember
No,
how
it's like Coming to America too. I ain't doing it.
So I'm with you on that. Like I told you, I watched the Coming to America 2, and I was like, don't watch it. The
Right,
How
right.
High 2, I refuse to watch it.
Dude,
The biggest reason is because I don't have anything against Lil Yachty or anything like that,
Hey, no. Right.
but he doesn't smoke weed.
I mean,
In
it's
real life.
called How High.
Yeah, but like how? But like I don't believe you.
You need a
need
pot
more-
smoking motherfucker to be in there. Like
We don't believe you. You need more people. Like it.
and you don't have Snoop Dogg in your movie where he doesn't talk
represent for
about
real,
and or
right?
smoke weed or something. You know what I mean?
You know we sell this, right?
I just
quiz
yesterday.
Takes like 18 more hits and then he hands it off. It's just the whole joint's gone. It's like, what the?
100%, like that's like half baked too. Like you can never do a half baked too.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
I'm gonna
trying
say,
to bottle-
wait, they made a half baked too? I don't even know this. All
I
right,
was
good.
just
No,
saying,
all right, cool.
like,
That's more to the point.
can't.
Like you
You
can't
almost
bottle
upset me right
you
there.
can. You can.
You can't bottle this genie.
You can't. I mean,
Monkey's out of the cage. You can't put me back in, bro.
you know, like 007. That's a great series because you can kind of go anywhere with that. It's
Yeah.
adaptable. It's movable. It's you can bring an all new
You can.
character because it's kind of like it's a timeless story. All right, it works.
Well, the spy always has to help somebody, and she's usually hot, go figure. And there's like martinis and gambling involved. What kind of shit is this?
I was like, shit, I want to be a spy.
I don't know. Yeah, I want to work for MI. So what is this?
But the truth is that's
Kind of
the biggest.
Austin Martin over
that's
here?
the biggest game in town is the honeypot. Though you got to look out for that shit.
Octopussy is my personal
I'm saying,
favorite.
That's what I'm saying. Like 007. I mean,
No, it's not double O negative. 007.
that's his kryptonite, man.
Oh yeah.
He
Get
can't-
pussy and martinis.
He
Yeah.
cannot
right.
fox with the
Fall-
ladies. You know, what
Falls
I'm
for it
saying?
every time. Tell him, son of a bitch.
No, it was when I seen it, I was like, damn, it's like they took my life and like made a movie of it. Like
And like it's like he knows she's trying to kill him, but he don't care.
Because
Like,
it's,
yo,
it's
like,
that
yo,
good. It's
like,
that
I'm still
good.
hit it though.
Because it's that good. It's that good.
I'm
It's-
still hit it.
yeah, he don't need no safe words on that or nothing. I'm
This
just
is where
saying.
I'd be like, okay, we got to prove this guy's actually black because look, he's pimping. He's got the hottest shit. He doesn't even have a house. Like
Yo, he just be
he's
crashing
got
at
the
people.
coolest cars, and he comes in talking shit and look at him with the ladies, man. Is gone.
Is this like Jesus used to be black? Is this just like, I'm telling you, 007
Jesus was
used to be
not
black?
white, I'm sorry.
People, you've been misinformed. The stories are incorrect.
There's no way
This
he
is
was
new
white.
to me, but now that you like,
I know
brought
this
it to my
sounds
attention, I'm
real.
like,
This is something we need to check into. Yeah, dude, I'll tell you what, man.
we gotta ask our fact checker.
I don't
I think she's back.
Was 007
Oh,
actually black? Was this the real story?
I
I
think
mean,
she's
I don't
back.
know. I mean, we've taken him every other direction, I guess.
Oh, we got a head movement. Yeah, you're gonna hear this later, but you fell asleep on us. Hey, thumbs up. Yeah, she's aware. It's all right.
She was like, no, I wasn't asleep.
Yeah, I was resting my eyes.
Right?
I was fact checking for y'all, and it wasn't working out.
You know
So
what the first step is.
I keep the notes on the inside of my eyelids, you know?
You know what the first step is. No, man.
100%.
No, man.
hell no.
Hell no.
Well, you get killed for saying some shit like that.
Very true.
No, dude, I tell you, to this
Yeah,
day,
she's blacker than motherfucker too.
no, to this day, how high my favorite quote is where he's sitting there talking about where it's just like, I just don't get you guys. Yeah, there's a lot of things you guys don't get. Yeah, like pussy and respect. I heard that. That dude was so white. It was ridiculous.
I like the, was it the dean? The black dean that had the white wife?
Yeah, right.
And when he was eating the cheese doodles and like,
Because he was higher than a motherfucker.
he was like, your
Yeah,
wife.
they gave him the brownies.
He was like, your wife is beautiful. He's like, yeah, bitch, finer than a motherfucker.
When the black came out of him.
yeah,
again.
oh God, what's his name? Oh,
He was
he's
like
actually
a shirt the whole time, right?
well,
I mean,
he's actually
Yes,
a very well-known
yes,
stage
yes.
actor. So he doesn't do a lot of movies, but he's actually a very well-known actor. But it's for stage.
But I like when actors do that too.
Carlton.
When they step out of their zone and do something else you don't expect.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that was like Gary Oldman and Alan
Oh.
Rickman.
Gary Oldman is the
Dude.
freaking GOAT.
Holy shit! Like, dude, I mean, you're talking the
Goat.
professional,
He's the GOAT.
Fifth Element, like so many good ass
Goat.
roles.
No, freaking what's it drink with Christian Slater? True Romance.
Oh shit, yeah,
When he had the freaking dreadlocks and like
yeah. Dude, he was a gnarly
wait.
mother.
When he newer Batman and
and
shit.
he was in that. And he
Yeah,
was,
but dude, he was the
Well, he was the police guy, right?
yeah, no, he was the
Commissioner Gordon?
Commissioner Gordon.
and he was in not the Silence of the Lambs, the Hannibal.
Dude.
I never saw that one.
So-
I'll be honest.
No,
Wait,
the
the show or the
Hannibal-
movie? What?
No, the movie.
Because the show was freaking
He was
awesome.
he was in Hannibal. He was in Hannibal. It was one of Hannibal Lecter's victims that didn't die, and he was all deformed and
Ooh.
you had to say it though, but he was him too. Like
How do you play that role?
it's Gary. You just get Gary.
Fucking
Oldman.
Gary Oldman.
Right?
You be like, yo, we gonna do a movie about Maurice in his life. They be like, yo, get Gary Oldman to do it. He'd probably kill it. Like,
Oh shit, right? Dude, I just got Robert Downey Jr. in like Tropic Thunder.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I'm
you
playing a
people?
guy that's playing a guy that's playing. It's just
This guy
like,
is
that's some
another
serious
guy.
shit. Holy.
nah. Like that was funny. Like I can appreciate stuff like that. Like
Well,
that
because
shit
he
is
was
funny,
he was on Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan asked me, he was like, so what was it like to play a black guy that was a white guy playing a black guy? And it's like he's like I'm gonna tell you the truth. He's like, I call him my friend Jamie Kennedy was just like, hey, he's like, hey baby, just kill it. He does this like his Jamie Kennedy impression and shit. It was just like, oh shit. Like it's just like, yeah, no, that's how you gotta do it, right? Like,
Oh yeah.
not Jamie. Was it? Well, yeah, no, what's his name? Yeah, Jamie Foxx. Sorry, Jamie Foxx.
yeah,
Whoa,
yeah.
dude,
So he-
totally.
yeah, I know, right? No, he calls him Jamie Foxx, and he's like, hey, man, you just got to do it. He's like, you got to sell it. You got to be. And he's like, and at the end of the day, you got to be okay with what you're doing. He's like, you know what? That's
Jamie
good.
Kennedy was.
gonna make it do what it do.
Was he Malibu's Most Wanted?
Yeah, that was my. Yeah, King Kong ain't got nothing on.
He was like, yo, where you learn that from?
MTV Raps.
Yeah.
MTV Raps is where he learned that from.
That was a funny movie too.
Yo, he also did Just Kicking It, or
No,
Kicking It Old School. Where, and this is so,
Was
oh
he in
man,
that?
dude, I have it in my DVD collection.
When he like.
Yeah, he backflipped off the stage and concussed himself
and then
into a
He woke
coma.
up 20 years later. He was like, yo,
Yeah,
yo,
still
what
stuck
happened?
in the
He was
80s
like,
and shit.
He was like, I was watching MTV. All I seen was white people crying. Like,
Yeah, playing with Rubik's cubes and shit. And now, oh yeah, no. Well, no, because there's this new movie on Netflix or something where they basically redid that, where the girl went into a coma and then she comes up and she's like supposed to be going to prom.
No, that's with the
Yeah, Rebel Wilson
the
is in
fact
that.
she used to be fat. And she's
Yeah,
not
Rebel
fat
Wilson.
anymore. Yeah, she's funny too.
Oh, it is, but I was like, yo, this is kicking it old school. This
100%,
shit's already been done.
100%,
You can't. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. This is a remake of an OG
100%.
that you just we good. And I was like, I'm never watching that.
I've never seen it either. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
no,
watch it.
not gonna happen.
It's on the list. And I like
Nahina
Rebel
Jad.
Wilson
Nahina
too.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Not gonna work here anymore.
Yeah, not gonna work here anymore.
How hard is it to say?
100%.
I don't.
Aina Naja.
Yeah, Samira Nahinajad. I mean, that's it's that easy. Like it just rolls off the tongue.
Just be glad you don't have
Office
the name
Space. You ever
Michael
see Office
Bolton.
Space?
I've seen Office Space a bunch of times.
So the
Just
one.
be glad you don't have the name Michael Bolton.
Yeah, no, right.
Nah, they like kept promoting them, like, and it was like
Yeah, this guy is top management material all the way.
that was vintage Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, for
Hell
real,
yeah.
for real. Yeah. That's coming off the Leprechaun days.
She's still.
Do you
hot,
like
though.
Kung Fu?
Dude, she loves Kung Fu. Like, are you shitting me? To find a lady that's into Kung Fu, that's the dream. That's the dream
No,
right there.
see, and what I like about her is she plays those roles that she went like she in Horrible Bosses where she's like the freaking.
Dude, I do.
And I'm like,
Yeah, she was dope in that.
I love that, and it makes you think like, yo, she's really good at this. Like,
I know, like, there's got to be some
That's
truth
what I-
on this right here. I mean,
like,
Almost too good.
like where'd you
I
do
know.
your research? It was like it's called Monday, like
it's called
Well,
Monday. Yeah, no shit.
that's what I do.
Makes you wonder
Yeah.
about all the great actors, though. I mean, are you
But see-
talking to me?
But see, I've said that a lot about
I don't see anybody else in here. You must be talking to me.
when you get what they call like the method actor, where they get into that character and they do that thing, where they get so involved, where they actually become that person or that
Daniel
persona.
Day-Lewis.
It's like, dude,
He's a
either you're
lunatic.
really good at playing, thought process of like, I'm thinking about some shit, thought experiment kind of stuff, or some shit.
right?
You know what I mean? You're either channeling or so it makes you wonder. You know what I mean?
so I'd say this, and it's I think about Dave Chappelle when he had Wayne Brady on it,
Dude, yo,
and how
when he literally comes up behind the one dude and he just like snaps, he's like
Yes.
shh, and like falls into the
Yes.
ground. You're just like, oh
And
shit.
it's like when they first said the one joke that started that whole thing. And I mean, that goes back to what we were talking about before. Like, whatever. I get political, but anyway, when Wayne Brady did it,
Why you bringing up old shit?
yeah, because it's it's relevant.
It's always relevant.
No, so when Wayne Brady did it though, it was like I was like, hold up, like I kind of believed his performance. Like
I know when he like the one chick only hands like a hundy off.
Yeah.
He's like, what is
like,
this?
What's this?
He's a little lonely right now. What's like?
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke?
I know, is Wayne Brady get out? Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bit, and he like get ready to get out of the car. He's like, no. He's like, thank Dave Chappelle, baby. Thank you, Dave Chappelle. Or no, he says, thank Dave Chappelle, bitch. Thank you, Dave.
100%.
Yeah, run, bitch,
I
run.
just gotta give a shout out to whose line is it? Because
No, I remember him in that, and like I said, we used to, as young, we used to be like, oh, who's this dude? Because he used to always have like purple shirts.
I used to watch that show when it was strictly like it was all British stuff. So
well, it was BBC coming out of Canada, so it wasn't British.
Right.
It was the host was
But
Clive,
it wasn't real
Clive
big
Owens,
yet.
which was British.
right,
Clive
it wasn't.
Owens. I like Clive Owens.
Dude, he's fucking funny as shit. Talk about dumbass old white guys. He's hilarious as hell.
Yeah, and then Drew took over for a while, and
Well,
Curry,
that's when they switched to I
yeah.
think like ABC Family or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Or
I mean, I
you
used
know
to watch it back
America
in the day.
will take it over, like all the funny shows. Like
to go figure.
you watch The Office, you're like, oh, this show is hilarious.
It'd be
I'm
better
like,
if it was just in English. Like it is in what the fuck? Yeah, no.
I'm like, the British has been doing this for 8 years.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
For real.
it's good stuff. No, they got a lot of the good actors are British. Like it took like The Wire.
Yo,
Oh, yeah. There's a
didn't
lot of
know- I
crossover.
I didn't know till I was like my
Shit.
mid-30s, and I was like,
That guy's not even-
I was like,
Yeah,
yo,
no.
Stringer Bell is British.
as fuck.
Like it fucked my head up. I'm like, what?
That's how easy it is to do, y'all. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it don't go both ways though.
Like to try and talk like an American.
Not usually, but there are a few that
mean-
can and have done it. But yeah, it's
there's-
rarer.
There's so many. There's so
Yeah,
like,
coming from English to like from British to like American.
Well, I mean, I guess it's their language. So
Well,
Yeah, I do know shit,
and
right?
not take the southern route. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's what I say. We don't speak English. We speak American.
right.
That's a dialect of English. Like people just admit it. It's okay. It's this is fact. I don't.
No, I was
Empirica.
I was just saying, how many times somebody tried doing American and it ends up just being a southerner.
Pretty much.
No, well, that's what they were saying. They were saying like when people
It's like the easy way out.
when people make fun of like Americans, they either do like the southern
Like
accent,
a country bumpkin.
or they do the Valley girls. Like, hey,
I'm like, God, I
so-and-so,
can't believe that you would
what wanna
say-
get
yeah.
it there?
Yeah, pretty much. Which both have
be
a
like more
draw.
like the
It's
New
just on
Yorker.
different
Yeah.
inflections. That's what I think is hilarious.
It should
Dude,
be
think
more
about-
like this, you know what I'm saying?
No, Southern is like, how y'all doing? California say, hey, how y'all doing? It's like, wait, did he just make that into a double G? Yeah, I mean, it's Noob Territory. It's got to have a double G.
I think the East Coast accent is like official.
I can agree to that. I think there's more heart in like
but not,
East Coast.
but not Boston though.
Oh, that got a reaction.
No, she sleeps. She don't know.
There she, she's
awake
awake now.
She was like, "Huh? You like apples?"
Talk some shit on my people. I
Like-
said,
You're going to listen and hear all
like
this shit we talk.
apples?
do you like apples? How do you like them apples?
Right? You're going to listen back and hear all this stuff we were talking.
I love that movie though.
We might be in trouble. I don't
I
know.
like that movie.
I said nothing that was offensive or untrue, and I can hold to that statement.
I feel the same way.
I mean, he was probably, if there was anybody, it was Gemini. He was running his mouth. We were telling him, no, don't do
It's like,
that.
calm
Yo,
down,
bro,
man.
She's going to hear this lady. And we're like, pull back, pull back. He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't.
Like she just work hard. She's tired, man.
No,
Leave her
she,
alone.
yeah, no. Much
He was
love.
like,
Come
nah,
on.
fuck that, man.
She works for high fives. You
It's
shit
all
me.
about the show, just trying to keep it entertaining. That's
And
all.
she can take a nap whenever she wants. I don't care. Work for high fives over here.
I know, right?
Right?
And she's got a dope accent. she makes everything funny.
I feel like she needs a bonus.
You're going to give her like double high fives tonight?
High fives. Like that's not in the budget.
I'm so broke, I can't even pay attention.
No shit, right?
No respect.
No respect. Call me sometime when you don't have any class. Hey.
Triple Indy.
There was this guy used to do this. It was the craziest thing. The triple Indy. Hey, you know about it? Yeah, know about it. Dude, Dangerfield, man.
No, like
Yo, you know Dangerfield is the one that actually introduced freaking Andrew Dice Clay? He was the one that brought him up.
I believe
Is that
it.
true? Okay.
Yo, he was like, yo, this kid's going somewhere. And he started getting him some like spots and stuff.
Which was all, he used to have a very kind of a boring show. And then apparently he's
Really?
taking on this character.
Hey.
Really?
Yeah, he's, well, like,
Jack
like
and
a
Jill
little
went up
Jewish
the
guy,
hill
like,
with a
you know.
bucket of quarter.
No, so I heard. So
Jill came down with 250.
oh!
Eddie Murphy had a story about Rodney Dangerfield when Eddie Murphy was talking about when he first came out. He was at whatever comedy club, and he won
Comedy cabarets. I think that's like one of the
whatever
big
it was.
spots. Or
It was
the
before-
laugh club. Oh, what the hell is it? Anyway, yeah.
It was before Eddie Murphy was Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
And he said he did a show, and you know how Eddie Murphy shows were like this
The
and
monkey's
this.
throwing poop. How is
Like-
this funny? Yeah,
No,
right.
Exactly. So he said, and he was like, he went in there, he killed it, like it was crazy with it, whatever. He said Rodney Dangerfield came up to him after the show, was like, hey, you know, you could do something, but you got to tone it down. You're not going to ever make it in this. You're not going to make it in this business. And then he was like, fast forward like to the early '80s when Eddie Murphy was Eddie Murphy,
Raw.
and he had a show, like Raw.
Yeah,
He
some
said-
Richard Pryor
he said
shit.
He said he did a show, killed it.
I wasn't allowed to watch that when it came out.
Exactly.
No shit.
He said he killed it. He said he was in the bathroom like after the show. Rodney Dangerfield walked into the bathroom as well, and he looked at him and was like, hey, who knew? Like,
Hey,
hey,
who could have told this?
He's like, who knew? Like, it's
That was crazy. He's like a fat walking.
I gotta admit, you pulled it off.
there, right?
Apparently, you got no class. Hey.
He was like, he's not gonna ever go anywhere with that.
Yeah, no, that's
And then he like blew up, and he was like, hey, who knew? Like,
all right.
that.
And he used to do Cosby.
I mean,
Murphy.
what are we talking
Eddie
about?
Murphy used
I
to
mean,
do-
roofies are strong. Yeah. I don't know what kind of party you're into here, pal.
Stick my foot in another man's couch.
Yeah, I remember doing
Yeah, I
that.
remember doing that.
Cocaine's a
Not
hell of a
using
drug.
it through this little spoon.
He's like, fuck your couch.
What do the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap.
Nah, that was
Powder.
that's one of those
Slap yourself.
that's one of those moments where it's like you'll never forget it though. And it seems like it was so long ago. But it wasn't that long ago.
I mean, Rick James and Dave Chappelle doing Rick James.
And
Charlie Murphy. Charlie Murphy, darkness.
I remember the first time I seen that, and I remember I used to work at UPS, and for the next 6 months, it was all like 100. Everyone was doing that.
Yeah, I know. That's like the what's
Fuck
up.
your
It was the new what's up. That's pretty much what happened.
It was on crack though.
Dude, I was quoting Carlin when I was in like 4th grade.
Dude, I got me in trouble, man. I'll tell you what.
See, you know how I knew Carlin though?
Oh.
Shining Time Station.
Right?
That's how I knew George Carlin.
That's funny.
Yeah, dude, fucking Thomas the Engine Train. Or Thomas the
And,
Train.
I mean, and not knowing
That was before, wait, who took over?
Ringo
It was
Starr.
Yeah, Ringo Starr. Ringo.
But like,
Oh my,
like,
Thomas.
when I first started watching it, like, I didn't think anything of it. But now I'm older, and I'm like, how the fuck was I watching George Carlin on Shining Time Station?
Yeah, that was some. I mean, PBS is pretty progressive. Let's be honest.
Apparently,
But yeah, no, as usual. Yeah, no, as we get into some serious stuff where it's either going to be funny or in depth or whatever. But
Hey, thanks everyone for tuning in, man. This is just our ramblings. And
this is the show about nothing. That's
Yeah.
what, dude. That's what
what
you
makes it-
say.
that's
I mean,
what makes
I'm not
it beautiful,
disrespecting.
though.
That's what you
no,
say.
it is the show about nothing.
Yeah, no. I mean, so much so our fact checker falls asleep on us. What the heck?
That's why we need to have little branch offs because
Keep the fact checker awake.
it's gonna have to.
Dude, she's looking. She's just like, I don't. You're
I'm
gonna
saying
find
this puppet
out.
theater thing. This has got to happen.
It's gonna go down.
We need
But
some
yeah,
sponsorship. Is what we need. I think.
if you want us to sponsor us for,
You want us to sponsor?
if you want us to sponsor ourselves to make this puppet theater happen. But yeah, no, you can reach out to us, ITY at directionsmusic.org. That'll get all 3 of us. Or
send us a high five.
yeah, I do
could use
virtual
the
high
money.
five, movie quotes, something or other. We don't really care.
it's 2 high fives now. We up the pay grade, right?
But yeah, this is I'm telling you, Philly D
Mr. Gemini.
Quirky Clacker Fact Checker Miss Jade.
and a personal house guest.
I'm Reese. Thanks for having me.
Word.
Awesome.
No, it was cool having you, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Great conversations.
I'm going to watch 16 Candles, I promise. I promise.
Yeah, and if you at home haven't seen 16 Candles, watch that. As well as we always say, be good to yourself, be good to everyone else.
Much love.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.